Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Hello and thanks for staying with us on Asset Television. Welcome to the news. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. President Bola Tinubu pledges to stabilize Ecowas community for peace. House of Representatives disown new tax reforms. Suspend debate indefinitely. Joint task force flush out terrorists from Zamfara forests. In other news, in detail. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his resolve to stabilize the economic community of West African states, ECOWAS, and contribute to peace in Africa. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, Stanley Nkwocha, in a statement said Tinubu made the disclosure during the closing ceremony of the African Military Games 2024 in Abuja. Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, also reiterated his administration's determination to root out all forms of security threat and violent crimes in Nigeria. The president, who is the chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, said he intends to accomplish all these by strengthening ties across African countries to promote a profound sense of friendship among troops on the continent. The president said the second edition of the Africa Military Games could not have come at a better time 2 decades after the last edition was held. Well, the House of Representatives has suspended indefinitely the debate on the tax reform bills earlier fixed for Tuesday following mounting pressure from the 19 northern states governors. The planned debate was called off in a memo signed by the clerk of the House of Representatives, Dr. Yahaya Danzaria, as 73 northern lawmakers kicked against the bills. Those who rejected the bills include 48 reps members from the northeast, 24 federal lawmakers from Kano, and a former governor of Sokoto State, Senator Aminu Tambuwal, who represents Sokoto South Senatorial District. The memo suspending the debate, dated November 30th, 2024, is titled Rescheduling of Special Session on Tax Reform Bills. But the Securities and Exchange Commission has restated its commitment to investors' protection, especially with the increasing use of fintech. Speaking at a one-day capacity training for financial journalists in Abuja, the Director General of the SEC, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, said the Commission will enforce regulations in the fintech ecosystem to curb mismanagement of funds and align operators with existing rules. Agama said a regulatory environment that is conducive for the innovative use of technology is essential in the drive to transform Nigeria, adding that it is time for fintech operators to be held to the rules of the capital market when it comes to fundraising. Also speaking during a panel discussion at the event, the Director, Registration, Exchanges and Market Infrastructure Department of the Commission, Hasfat Rufai, said despite the new disruptions, it will continue to ensure investors do not lose their investments. Rufai added that the rise of digital platforms, access to global markets, and growing interest in cryptocurrencies, fintech, and startups have reshaped how Nigerians invest. The Commission had recently engaged the Toronto Center to assist it in improving its risk-based supervision (RBS) regime. The exercise is expected to provide insights into enhancing the Commission's supervision capabilities, particularly for market infrastructure and operators. Well, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has revealed plans to introduce a new website effective today. This was confirmed in a statement by the CBN Acting Director of Corporate Communication, Hakam Sidi Ali. According to the statement, the bank has developed a contemporary web API that operates on Microsoft Net Core 8 to enhance user experience by speeding up and simplifying the navigation process. It says the redesigned website introduces a variety of new content which encompasses a broader spectrum of information regarding the bank's mandate, adding that the website is responsive to mobile devices, facilitating navigation across various web browsers and devices. Well, the Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia has appointed Denen Ondaka as the new head Bureau for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. The appointment was announced in a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary CPS Teso Kula and made available to journalists in Makudi. Until his appointment, Ondaka was the Principal Special Assistant PSA to the Governor in charge of the delivery unit. The appointee was a one-time branch operational manager at Fidelity Bank. Ondaka holds a Bachelor of Science, BSc degree in Economics, and a Master of Business Administration and BA in Finance. According to the statement, his appointment takes immediate effect. Meanwhile, Alia has also redeployed the former head of the Bureau, Dr. Dennis Akura, to serve as advisor, financial and economic strategy, planning and development. More stories will come your way shortly after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Well, many thanks for being there. If you're just joining us, you are watching the news on Assets Television. Well, troops of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fansanyema has successfully neutralized numerous terrorists in coordinated ground and air offensives in Zamfara State on Sunday. In a statement issued by the spokesperson for the Joint Task Force, Lieutenant Colonel Abubakar Abdullahi, the operation was launched in response to a distress call from residents and vigilantes in Yer Galadima village, Maru local government area of the state. At approximately 5 a.m., troops stationed at Forward Operating Base FOB Hanuntara were informed of an ongoing terrorist attack on Yer Galadima village. The troops promptly mobilized to the area to provide assistance and restore peace. En route to the village, the troops encountered terrorists at two separate ambush locations, a cleared site leading to the neutralization of several terrorists, while others fled the scene. The air component of Operation Fansanyema deployed aircraft to provide close air support to the advancing troops. The fleeing terrorists were targeted and neutralized in airstrikes, resulting in significant casualties among the attackers. The Joint Task Force reiterated its commitment to eliminate terrorist threats in Zamfara State, the broader Northwest region, and Niger State. This operation underscores the resolve of Operation Fansanyema to safeguard the lives and property of citizens while maintaining peace and stability in the region. While the Adamawa State's Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC has recorded 118 road accidents and 36 fatalities and rescued 200 people in 2023. Sector Commander Yahaya Sabo Adiku emphasized that most road accidents were caused by drivers' negligence, which is a man-made issue. According to Adiku, the Corps recorded the highest number of accidents in July with 17 road crashes, followed by January with 16 accidents. March saw the highest number of fatalities with 14 deaths. According to him, despite these challenges, the Corps has made significant progress in rescuing victims. Adiku called on drivers to be more responsible and cautious. He emphasized that drivers should see themselves as equals to pilots, as they both bear the responsibility of ensuring their passengers' safety, urging passengers to speak up if they notice reckless driving. Well, the Directorate of Road Traffic Services has advised drivers to exercise caution due to the hazardous driving conditions caused by the foggy and hazy weather typical of the Harmattan season. The Federal Capital Territory Squadron Leader at the Vehicle Inspection Office, Dr. Yusuf Suberu, made this call during an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja. Suberu noted that the dry season is characterized by foggy and hazy weather, reducing visibility and increasing the risk of road accidents. He emphasized that this season requires heightened road safety awareness, urging road users to remain disciplined and vigilant to prevent accidents. He appealed to motorists to avoid excessive speeding, particularly driven by the desire to make multiple trips for financial gain. An early morning fire on Monday broke out at a market at one of Abuja's popular estates, Trademore. Eyewitness account disclosed that the fire started around 4 a.m. on Monday, 2nd of December 2024. The cause of the fire was still sketchy as at the time of filing this report. However, eyewitnesses hinted that the men of the Federal Fire Service were able to extinguish the fire after 2 hours. In a landmark achievement under Engineer Abishoye Koka Odusote, the Director General of the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has successfully scaled Nigeria's national identity number enrollment to a record-breaking 115 million within 1 year. Speaking at a 2-day roundtable with online newspaper and television publishers in Abuja, Koka Odosote, who was represented by Director ICT Identity Database Engineer Lanre Yusuf, announced the clearance of 2 years backlog of payment owed to front-end partners, FEPs, a feat achieved in a first-year substantive head of the commission.
Particularly important as it marks my 1 year in office at the helm of affairs of the National Identity Management Commission as a substantive DGCEO. As we gather here today, we are united by a common goal to build formidable bridges between the National Identity Management Commission and the influential voices of the online media landscape. In the digital age, the influence of online media cannot be overstated. The internet has become a primary source of information for many, particularly the youth. However, it is also a breeding ground for misinformation and rumor, which can severely impact the reputation and trust in organizations.
Well, according to her, NIMC has deployed 800 mobile enrollment devices and established territorial offices across the country to reduce waiting times for registration. Moving over to health now, cancer, the second most common cause of death in the world, is the biggest killer with over 10 million deaths. Every year the disease starts with any part of the body and spread to any organ or tissue in the body when abnormal cells grow uncontrollably. Blessing Chima was on the streets of Abuja to speak with some respondents.
Talking about cancer, my father used to tell me when he was alive, and I saw it at my age. Things like that never existed. We never knew what cancer was. It wasn't as much, as we have it now. It's due to economic hardship. Things are so hard. People eat all sorts of things, junk. That is why all these things comes out like that.
About cancer, I've had 1 or 2 persons who have actually suffered from cancer, and I can tell you it's a very terrible disease. They say cancer is an abnormal growth in any part of the body. So you have the breast cancer, you have the colon cancer, prostate cancer, and all manner of cancers. And it's a very dangerous ailment, because one of the things I have observed from people that are cancer patients is that it is actually a resources drainer.
We all know cancer is a disease, and it is known as a deadly disease. It is a disease that when it strikes, like it affects the whole system of the body. When it has now grown to the level that which is not controllable anymore. But there are ways that cancer can be preventive if you got to know that you are about to have it. I think it is medically advisable that it can be nipped in the bud. But maybe due to non-awareness or due to ignorance, somebody may not be aware or may not even in the know that a kind of disease that is affecting him or her is a cancer-prone disease.
Well, on the foreign scene now, the U.S. President Joe Biden has issued an official pardon for his son, Hunter, who was set to face sentencing this month on federal felony gun and tax conviction. Biden had previously said he would not pardon his son or commute his sentence. But on Sunday evening, he said although he believed in the justice system, politics has infected this process and it led to a miscarriage of justice. Hunter Biden pleaded guilty to tax charges in September and was found guilty of being an illegal drug user in possession of a gun in June, becoming the first child of a sitting president to be convicted of a crime. President-elect Donald Trump called the pardon an abuse and miscarriage of justice, while some Republicans have branded Joe Biden a liar. Well, in the world of sports, dozens of people were killed Sunday in clashes between fans at a football match in Nzerekore, Guinea's second largest city. Hospital sources told AFP, describing scenes of mass carnage. Well, videos circulating on social media, which AFP was unable to immediately verify, showed scenes of chaos in the streets outside the match and numerous bodies lying on the ground. Angry demonstrators also vandalized and set fire to the Nzerekore's police station, according to witnesses. Local media said the match was part of a tournament organized in honor of Guinea's junta leader, Mamadi Doumbouya, who seized power in the 2021 coup and has installed himself as president. Such tournaments have become common in the West African nation as Doumbouya eyes the potential run in presidential elections expected next year and political alliances formed. Well, with that sports story, we end the news. Don't forget to join us or follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.